My high school's 10-year reunion just passed, and it reminded me a lot about how anxious I used to be about the future. But when I look back, most of what I remember are all the cool people that I've met along the way. I decided to retake some of my friends' yearbook pictures 10 years later and interview them about their journey on how they got where they are, what they do now, and if they're happy or not. I hope you enjoy, and I'll share some reflections at the end.
Do you think you're living the dream? Does the dream even really exist? I think I'm living the dream. I never thought that I would be able to be in this role, working for a company that's making a difference. My job sustains my lifestyle. I'm traveling, hanging out with some really great people. Very happy overall. So I think the dream exists. It just depends on how you define it.
I feel like I'm living the dream of what my past self probably wanted. I don't think I'm living the dream that I would want for myself today. Past Kevin's probably happy. Got my tattoos, you know, like I got my job, got my friends and family, my loved ones. Present me, I'm gonna have to get back to you.
I am living the dream. I've always had a stable income. I can go on vacations, I can go like out to eat without really looking at the bill or like thinking or worrying about how much money we have.
Now that I am a nurse in the operating room, I feel like I have achieved my dream job that I had. Now, does the dream even really exist? Is exactly what I'm asking myself.
In some ways, yes, compared to my parents. I think I'm in a very stable position. I'm very fortunate to have that. I think the dream does exist for people who get to wake up every day and feel like they're not going to a boring 9-to-5 job.
Yes, I think the dream does really exist for everyone. I think it just takes some time to figure out what your dream is. I feel very fortunate to have found what I'm most passionate for, and being able to combine both my passions into one allows me to live the dream.
Personally, for me, I feel like I am living the dream, even though I do feel stuck in this part of my life. And I say that I feel like I'm living the dream because I still feel like I'm able to find appreciation in the little things, such as like going on walks with my dogs, conversations with my friends, trying out new foods. I don't think that in order for you to be living the dream, you need to be doing something like exciting or crazy every day. I'm pretty satisfied and happy with how things are.
What do you do now, and how did you get here?
I currently run a small business selling pet accessories online, such as handmade accessories, dog bowls, dog toys. 4 years ago, I started this as a hobby, and I was working my 9-to-5. During COVID, I actually got fired, so I decided to go full-time with my small business.
So currently right now, I do sales analytics for Pepsi. My 5th year, when I say the extra quarter, I had 2 specific roommates. One was the guy that's staring at me with this big ass looking camera, and the other person was this girl named Susan Kim. Pretty much she was able to kind of at least get my resume into the door for one of these food companies. I didn't get the internship the first time, I ended up getting it later down the line, and then that's kind of how I got introduced in the industry.
I'm currently the director of operations for a health insurance sales team. My major didn't relate to what I actually ended up doing. I studied English and psychology, took a break for a little bit, thought I wanted to do optometry, but then ended up in tech.
Currently, I am unemployed. Previously was a high school math teacher. I realized a lot of my tech friends were working remotely, and so I wanted a job that had higher pay and more flexibility. Decided to enroll in a coding bootcamp, and that was with Hack Reactor. I'm still having trouble finding a job due to all the tech layoffs and companies looking for engineers with more experience.
I'm a technical program manager at Coinbase, and prior to that I was at Yelp. And I got my start coming out of school at Deloitte. Growing up, tech was not a word. Kind of just found myself here through a lot of, connections, networking, and hard work.
I work at Kaiser as a nurse. I went to school at UC Irvine, but I graduated with a public health sciences major, and you can't get into nursing with a public health major. Took some time off and then went to Saddleback College for my associate's degree. I went to Cal State Fullerton to receive my bachelor's of science in nursing.
I went to Cal Poly SLO, studied information systems. As a freshman, I went went to Deloitte's freshman program for the leadership conference. And then from there, I got the internship as a sophomore, did the summer program internship, and then I got my full-time offer to Deloitte Consulting there. And then I did a brief stint in nonprofit at KQED, and then I went to Google, and then I went to Coinbase.
Honestly, I would just tell that guy to like just have a little bit more confidence in himself. You know, I feel like that was kind of the biggest issue I had, was just like I was just trapped in my own head.
Leveling up yourself starts with your habits. So start creating strong and healthy habits.
No one really knows what they're doing, and grown-ups are just older children. They're just doing what they can and doing their best at life.
I would say to celebrate the wins, no matter how big or small. Years ago, you would probably wish that you were where you are now. I think any sense of achievement is worth celebrating.
What part of your life do you miss the most? One of them, when I was a kid, my friends and I would bike around the American River. We set some stuff on fire there, probably not the safest thing to do, but it was really fun. And then the other thing I really miss is living with my best friend in college and just having like a home there. I felt like I took it for granted a little bit at the time, but it was probably one of the best years of my life.
Being a high school kid or being a college kid, back in the day, your biggest problems that you would have in life would just be either a combination of, oh, I gotta pass this test, or, you know, I gotta see who I'm taking to like a certain dance or something like that. Whereas like now, me being like 29, there's a lot more responsibilities in life now. You have people getting married, you have mortgages, you have like people having kids and stuff like that.
I miss college, 1000%. And what I miss about it is having that feeling that I'm an adult, I can do fun adult things, make my own decisions, go out, do dumb things with friends, and just go over to their house at like 10, 11 p.m., just walk over and open the door like it's my place, even though it's not, and just have that connection.
In high school, like everyone was just so carefree, you felt invincible. You could go out on a weekend at like 10, 11, go pick up your friends and like just go to the beach and hang out until like 2 a.m. You had nothing to worry about. Your hardest problems was like getting into school. I think those were the moments that really shaped me and like shaped my friendships with the people that I still have today.
When you feel lost, what helps you get recentered? I'm really big into therapy. I love my therapist. I really enjoy journaling. There's a gratitude journal that I have that really helps me. It makes me focus on what I have in my life, the positives, instead of going into like what's missing.
It's usually going to the gym or going on a run. And both of these forms of activity need to be coupled with some good music.
For starters, I try to rely on my faith, talking to mentors. It looks like journaling, having a hot cup of tea with me, and going on long drives.
Would your younger self be proud of who you are today?
All the things that happened in my life, I think, led me to where I am now. Being able to see that unfold over the years, I think my younger self would be really happy.
I had like a mental list of goals that I wanted to do. Have a career that you can be proud of, get married, own a home, be around my parents and my family as they got older, and I would say old Josh would be very proud.
I think she would be proud because I have achieved what I wanted as a little girl, and I also made my parents proud, getting to where I'm at despite the obstacles.
By all those metrics of, oh, I want to have a good stable job in tech, I want to have a home, I want to get married, by all those like old Emily milestones, yes, old Emily would be very proud of the Emily I am today.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Okay, let me think about this then.
Every day is a battle. Is that too depressing?
Yeah, we can explain it.
Okay, wait, let me think. Wait, give me like a minute, let me think.
The book in front then. Wait, you can take that cover off, no?
Let your hard work and your good work speak for you, and doors will open.
Oh god, it's so awkward.
I hope you enjoyed the Q&A with my friends because, well, I like their opinions and I love them a lot. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to show you all that life gets better as long as you're working to make it better. If there's one piece of advice that I would tell myself, just keep focusing on what makes you happy and keep growing to be the best version of you that you can be. And honestly, things will work out just the way that they should. With that being said, my allergies are kicking up like crazy. Take it easy, and I will catch you in the next one.